new, the Pandorica Opens, the 12th episode of Series 5. It's written by Stephen Moffat and starring Matt Smith, Karen Gillan and Arthur Darvill. So after the read-through, the cold weather made some of the cast and crew late, which is why filming was later than planned. Stephen Moffat wanted this episode to be big and go mad with it, and he chose Stonehenge because it's suitable for the fall of someone as powerful as the Doctor. Everyone got told that they were not allowed to touch the stones, bring heavy equipment, and the lighting had to be done from the floor. They could only afford to shoot during one night and spend the only hour of daylight in the morning, shooting a 3-minute dialogue sequence, and the rest of the scenes setting at Stonehenge were filmed with a lightweight replica set up in Margam Country Park called Whomehenge over 4 nights. So the episode begins at 1890. Vincent is ill as he screamed, and Dr. Gatchett and Madame Vernet were trying to calm him down. Vernet looked at the mysterious painting. So then in 1941 Professor Bracewell brought the painting to Winston Churchill, and he's supposed to deliver it, not understand it. So in the storm cage containment facility in 5145, where River is in jail, the guard answered the phone and passed it to River, and because phoning the time vortex doesn't always work, it got disconnected. And poor guy, as it's his first day, River kissed him and he's got hallucinogenic lipstick, and it's really hilarious when it's a drawing of River saying bye on the wall. Liz Tenheld's River at gunpoint, wondering why she stole the painting, and it's because she needs to show it to the Doctor. So River talks to Dorium, which got me thinking, is that the same bar that the Doctor saw Captain Jack in The End of Time? If you know, let me know in the comments below. We learned that River has put micro-explosive in Dorium's wine. I love the bit where the Doctor and Amy arrived and they saw the oldest cliff face in the universe with the words "Hello Sweetie" on there. So they arrived at Roman Britain in 2nd century and got taken into a tent where River is disguising herself as Cleopatra, and she shows the Doctor the painting of a TARDIS explosion and talking to him about the Pandorica Opens. So they rode on a horse to Stonehenge to find the Pandorica, and apparently the close-up shots of the Doctor, Amy and River were filmed when they sat on the saddle mounted on the back of the truck and acts like they were riding horses. Karen thought it was Strongest Thing, and she also said she looked ridiculous, and there was stunt doubles riding on horses. So the Doctor, Amy and River looked around and went under the Stonehenge while there's a head of a Cyberman. The scene where the trio were using gas-fed flaming torches, Karen Gillan understandably felt nervous and struggled with them. They tried to find a way to make the scene work, so the director, Toby Haynes, played Raiders of the Lost Ark soundtrack, filming that scene so they can slow down as they explore, which really does work. And Karen found it useful, as the temple has a bit of Indiana Jones vibes. The Doctor examines the Pandorica, a box of prison. Ironically, Pandora's Box is Amy's favourite fairy tale book when she was a kid. The Cybermen and Dalek voices gave me the goosebumps. So the Doctor and River mentions Daleks, Cybermen and Centaurans, and I love the bit where River mentions the old monsters like Pteroleptal, Slitheen, Chelonian, Nestine, Draven, Sigarax, Hemogov, Zygon, Atraxi and Draconian. So while the spaceship's flying around the sky, River went back to Cleopatra's tent. Commander found out that River isn't Cleopatra, and she's there to ask for help. So Amy tells the Doctor that she found a ring, and the Doctor said it's memory. I was wondering if that's the moment where the Doctor was talking about Rose, but then the arm of Cyberman was shooting lasers, and it was pretty gangster when the Doctor was like, "Look at me, I'm a target," and then just ran off. So he got Amy to distract it, and the Doctor got the arm and deactivated it. Well, sort of. But something grabbed Amy and the arm stings the Doctor. Amy is grabbed by a Cyberman head with a metal tentacles at the bottom neck. This scene is fantastically done, especially when the helmet opens and it shows a rotten skull falling out, after Amy dropped a Cyberman head and shot a dart at Amy like Jango Fett, telling her she will be assimilated. And Amy's like, "You in whose body?" which is a great line. A body of a Cyberman came, and my god, that was scary and really intense. A Cyberman puts his head back on and was about to delete Amy, so she defends herself with a flame torch and ended up in Underhedge. And it was a bit of a jump scare when there's a knife impaled through a Cyberman, and it was done by a Roman who turns out to be Rory, and Amy passed out, and I was like, yes! I was so happy to see Rory returned. When I first watching it, I didn't think I would have seen him again. So the Doctor missed the obvious, but then said hello to Rory and wondering how he died, and then came back to life as a Roman. And I love the Doctor's speech where he's on the microphone talking to spaceships.
Hello, Stonehenge! Who takes the Pandorica takes the universe.
And Murray Gold's music is fantastic.
Let somebody else try first.
Meanwhile, River went back into the TARDIS and arrived at Amy's house and sees Amy's favourite books, a photograph of Rory and Amy where Rory is dressed as a Roman, and everything looked exactly like what people back in the 2nd century. So she tries to warn the Doctor. While they phone each other, Amy's having trouble to remember Rory. The music gives me the shivers. So the Romans acted weird as they're looking down and then look straight forward, and they revealed to be Autons. So Rory fights Sid to keep his mind, and Amy finally remembers Rory, but then he shot Amy. While Auton Romans restrained the Doctor, the Daleks appeared, so did Cybermen, Jadoons, Centaurans. And after the Doctor sat in the Pandorica, there's a lot more monsters that we can see, like Silurians, Sigarax, Hoiks, and Roboforms. And I was mind-blown when I first saw it. It's something I always love to see in Doctor Who, all monsters returning. It'll be like in Spider-Man when all the villains crossing over. Man, I would love to see that. At least we'll be getting that in No Way Home. And also you could briefly see monsters from Sarah Jane Adventures and Torchwood, which are Uvodini, Blowfish, and Weevil, which is cool. So they said they're going to save the universe from the Doctor, so they sealed him in as he shouts, listen to him.
It's exploding right now and I'm the only one who can stop it! Listen to me!
River opening the TARDIS door with the stone wall outside not letting her out, with the TARDIS console exploding and the cracks removing universe from existence. Man, what a cliffhanger! I was so mind-blowing watching this at 11 years old. I really love this episode. So cool to have a lot of returning monsters in one episode. What did you think of this episode? Let me know in the comments down below. As always, thanks for watching and see you in the next video.